to report that on the NEDP side of things, there are currently seven certified NEDP state trainers, plus 7 individuals progressing towards either NEDP state trainer recertification or first-time certification. This next slide is just a kind of a reminder to everybody here, whether you're a trainer or part of our national consortium, that it's very important that you join our peer community. Here you'll find all of the information that's necessary for conducting trainings. I think the next slide actually has more information about that. But on the peer community, you can have immediate access to, if you're a trainer in progress, there's a special page for you there that has the trainer toolkit, the observation records that you'll need to become a state certified or national certified trainer. You'll also find, if you are conducting trainings, all of the most updated training materials. So, especially as we move towards the new program year, it's really important that you get the most current training information on the website and make sure that you're not using the materials from last year. We do update it every program year, so it's important that you download that. We also have, last year we conducted 3 webinars with our national and state certified trainers and trainers in progress to talk about different issues that are going on, to even just get us all on the phone together so that we can talk about questions that people might have. We're planning on doing that again this upcoming program year, so I'll probably be emailing everybody in July and letting you know when we'll be holding those. Also, another thing in the peer community is the forum. So the forum allows you to post questions. You can start a discussion thread within there to talk with other national and state trainers or members of the national consortium. It's a great tool in case you have questions that you want to crowdsource to everybody and see if they have answers. Another thing that we've been working on in the past program year, kind of developing this over the last few years, is enhancing our CASAS online training modules. So if you've been taking trainings in the last program year, you'll see that there are a lot of trainings that you can certify with using CASAS online training. So the appraisal training, the implementation training, as we know, but also the citizenship interview test certification, as well as the written prompt certification. You can also recertify for the citizenship interview test recertification, as well as the written prompt certification. For example, the citizenship test recertification is now completely online, so you can start to finish take that using CASAS online training. So to learn more about it, you could just go to training.casas.org and you'll be able to read about all the different courses that we provide. Another thing that we've really been trying to push for all of our trainers is to go ahead and use CASAS online training registration for your next implementation training or beyond implementation training. This means that we would set up a workshop for you just like we normally do, except we could enable it so that people that are taking your training could just sign up on the CASAS website, just like they do for the CASAS trainings, the CASAS online training modules. I know that a few of you have used it in the past, and there are a lot of benefits to it. For example, we can send out customizable email reminders, directions or parking, or if there are any other last-minute reminders for your training participants. Also, the trainer themselves receives a copy of everybody that registered for the training, so that in real time you can see who signed up for your training. Also, we provide the trainer with a list of registered participants, which you can use as a sign-in sheet for your training. Most importantly, I think, is that it makes it a lot easier for people to finish the in-person training completion portal once they attend a face-to-face training with you. So I think maybe it was 2 years ago, we kind of streamlined the process for training completion. Just as a reminder to everybody to please be sure to hand out the training completion directions to everybody in your training. There's a handout in your folder, I think it's in the back. It says training completion directions at the top. What people need to know is they need to have the workshop number and the date as well as your name. So the way that the system works is that once you're done with your training, the participants themselves go online to complete the training with our online portal. So they have to sign and submit a test security agreement, as well as they can then generate their own training certificate. It makes it a lot easier for the trainer because once you're done with the training, it's the responsibility of the training participant to go ahead and go online to get their own certificate. It also lets us know that they've completed the training, and we then verify that with the sign-in sheet that you submit to us. Once we verify it against your sign-in sheet, then that person is then able to order materials, and that they show up in our database as having completed that training. Another feature that I know that I've done for people here, that we would like to know, a lot of people would like to know, maybe at the end of the program year, who's taking training in their particular state or at their agency. We're able to run training tracker reports for you. So if you would like that, just let me know. You can talk to me here. You can send me an email. It's pretty easy for us to do, and it allows you to see exactly who on your staff has taken required trainings or still needs to take them. So the last slide I have is that we are going around, as you'll see, they're videotaping this here, and there are also going to be people videotaping kind of throughout the Institute, kind of in a more informal way, talking to people. So if they do approach you, we'd love to have your input about the Institute. If you have kind of any particular practices, best practices that you'd like to talk about with CASAS, we love hearing your stories. If you look on the CASAS website, you'll see a number of videos about promising practices and best practices. So if you have something like that you'd like to share with us, please let me know, and I can set up a time for you to sit down and be interviewed about it. There'll also be people videotaping at the poster session on Thursday morning. So if you see somebody there and you'd like to talk about any great things that your agencies are doing, we'd love to hear it and hopefully post it on our website.